Definitely.
We'll call the Common Council back to order. I will ask the clerk to again call the roll to determine a quorum.
Alderperson Lysick.
Here.
May.
Here.
Probst.
Here.
Frankie.
Here.
Rote.
Here.
Sangsteck.
Here.
Vitale.
Here.
Weigel.
Here.
Barzak.
Here.
Chapletsky.
Here.
10 present, none excused.
We have a quorum. We will start with the Administration and Finance Committee. Alderman Singstock.
Mayor Devine.
Is that the budget?
Need a legislative aid to carry that up.
Wow.
Mayor Devine, members of the council, I call your attention to items 11 through 22. I'm going to report the entire committee report out unless any of the aldermen wish to have items report out separately. So, Mr. Mayor, this time I report that number 11 through 22, the committee report includes passage of ordinances, adoption of resolutions, or placement of the other items are on file. All 5 members, in accordance with that recommendation, Mayor Devine, I so move.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Barzak. Is there any discussion?
Mayor Devine, could
Alderman
I
Reinke?
just elaborate a little bit on the crash
You may.
billing fee in the event that there are some members of our council that need some more information? Basically, it was an idea that was suggested or proposed at the League of Cities conference, and the idea was presented to the fire chief, our city attorney, and our city administrator, and our ordinance was put together with an understanding that it would be for non-residents only. If there were no services provided, there would be no fee that was charged. And there's 5 surrounding communities in the area that already have this in place. So certainly if there are any questions, our fire chief will answer that for you in the event you have any further questions. But I just wanted to clarify certain aspects of this ordinance for your information.
Thank you. Any other discussion?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Vitale?
Yeah, I just have brief questions. I vote in favor for the resolution, but who's going to handle the, say, the processing of the billing,
Our financial office will be in charge of the billing.
So what I'm saying is going to be additional time.
If it's determined that there are costs, then they will be given the information.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Alderman. Alderman May?
Just to quickly answer your question as well, the $250 fee that's being assessed is based on FEMA rates and includes an administration portion within that fee. So that'll help cover the administration costs.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Sangsteck.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
Mayor Devine, it should be noted as an aside that one of the items included a negotiated settlement between the city of West Dallas and our local firefighters association, and negotiation means compromise. Compromise means both sides getting together and working out a settlement. Let it be said that no one in West Dallas will fall off the cliff. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman Sangstock. We will move on to the Public Works Committee. He can walk his way up here, Alderman Barzak.
What?
Want some help?
Mayor Devine.
Should have snored.
I would like to bring your attention to items number 23, 24, and 25 on today's agenda. All have been approved by all 5 members of the committee, and I move for adoption of the committee's report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Weigel. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Lysick.
Aye.
May,
Aye.
Probst,
Aye.
Ranky,
Aye.
Rote,
Aye.
Singstak.
Aye.
Vitale,
Aye.
Weigel,
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky. 10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That is all, Mayor Devine.
Thank you, Alderman. Tough acts to follow, Alderman Lysick.
I refer you to items 30 through 39 on tonight's agenda, various resolutions and communications, all of them acted upon favorably by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Probst. Is there any discussion?
Well, I know Alderman,
Alderman
Mayor-
Vitale.
Alderman Road, I mean, he felt pretty angry, he said tonight, because too many pizzerias are open up in West Dallas.
Very good. Any other discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Lysick.
Aye.
May,
Aye.
Probst,
Aye.
Ranky,
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Singstak.
Aye.
Vitale,
Aye.
Weigel,
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That's all, Mayor Devine.
Thank you. License and Health Committee, Alderman Chapletsky.
Chairs have people get a seat on them. Legs will touch the ground.
I'd like to report on items number 40 through 42, 44, 46, 47, and 49 through 51 on tonight's agenda. They're voted to place on file, approve, or in the case of 44, 46, and 47, to deny. It was voted by 4 members, 1 member excused, except for 40, which was voted by all 5 members. I'd like to move for adoption of this portion of the committee's report.
Second.
We have a motion and a second by Alderman Barzak. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Then we have number 45 on tonight's agenda. This was voted for approval by 3 members, 1 member voting no, 1 member excused. I'd like to move for the adoption of this portion of the committee's report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Reinke. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair, or Mr. Mayor, I'm sorry.
Alderman Weigel?
Yes, regarding this applicant, and this may sound like a bit of a broken record from me, but when bartenders apply for a bartending license in our community, they're asked to fill out completely if they've ever been ticketed, arrested, convicted, or fined of any violation, federal, state, or city laws, including felony, misdemeanor, civil offenses, and traffic offenses. And on the application, those words are actually all in capital letters. And this applicant did put down yes, and then it says, if yes, list violations, cities, states, dates, and penalties. This applicant put down 1 violation, wrote down that in November of '07 was convicted of identity theft and listing it as a felony. When our police ran a background check on this applicant, this is what came back, okay? It lists fraudulent use of a credit card, unauthorized use of ID to obtain credit, failure to appear, those were all '07 to '09, and then more than a dozen traffic violations, the most recent one of which was 3 months ago, or 4 months ago. It seems odd to me that once again, we have someone who applies for a license in our community, fills it out completely inaccurately, and then there's a line on here, of course, that says that I declare under penalty of law that all the above information is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. Incomplete or incorrect information may lead to denial of this license. That's the last thing above the signature line. I'm voting for denial of this applicant based on the inability to fill out an application accurately and the criminal background, including a felony.
Thank you, Alderman. Is there any other discussion?
Mayor Devine?
Alderman Barzak?
This particular issue was addressed during her time that she was in front of us, and Alderman Singstak did grill her pretty good on that same particular thing, and with all the traffic stuff on there, she felt that just the major stuff had to be done, and we've run into that before. Not unusual that when they read that, I know what it says, pretty clear. when they see it, they think that it's major stuff, that tickets don't count, et cetera. We just didn't feel that that was enough to deny the license, so. But that was discussed during the committee portion of the applicant when they were in front of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor Devine?
Alderman Sangstock.
Just amplifying what Alderman Barzak indicated, and it was very curious to me why the applicant, and I did support the applicant, her traffic violations, most of them were all for just license not on a person, no insurance, operating while suspended. She only really had one moving violation. One was a speeding violation. But all the others, she just, and she does have her license now. In fact, Alderman Rote made sure that she had the license physically. She had to produce the license in her hand, and she has a license. And in the past, we've had some people that would lie to us, they would deceive us, and we caught them out in the parking lot that they were lying to us, and we denied them 2 weeks later on this council floor. But this particular applicant, other than the fact that for whatever reason she didn't set forth all of these non-registrations and no insurance, which are violations of our driving code, traffic code, and she was candid about her what happened with identity theft, and she did spend some time in the House of Correction on that. She did serve her time, paid her penalty or her fine. Other than that, a relatively clear record. So based upon that, and we grilled her. We intensely grilled her. And we felt that she deserved the license to 10 Bar in West Dallas.
Thank you, Alderman. Is there any other discussion?
Mayor
Alderman
Devine.
Chapletsky and then Alderman Reinke.
I voted against her. Basically, once again, we have somebody with a felony being a bartender within our community. But once again, with all these traffic violations, as I explain almost every meeting, and you people are probably sick of hearing it, is that when you get a driver's license, there's rules and regulations that come with it. The same thing with our bartender's license, there's rules and regulations. If I look at this and I see 13 violations with your regular license, I gotta assume that you don't care about anything that we're gonna tell you to do also. And so that's why I voted against her. With the felony and all these on her, that's why I voted against her.
Thank you. Alderman Reinke.
Mr. Chair, were there any drug violations on the record?
On this one, no.
No.
Okay,
No
thank you.
alcohol, no drugs, no weapons.
Okay.
Mayor
Any
Devine.
other discussion? Alderman May.
Alderman Weigel had mentioned that there were, in addition to the identity theft, that there were some other things on there with credit cards. Can you elaborate a little bit on the dates? That scares me. Personally.
The arrest conviction record lists September of '07, fraudulent use of a credit card that was in West Dallas. In August of '10, failure to appear, Milwaukee County. In November of '10, unauthorized use of ID to obtain credit, that was Milwaukee County. In October of '08, unauthorized use of ID to obtain credit, Milwaukee County. And then in October of '09, a failure to appear in Milwaukee County.
And then Alderman Weigel, when did she serve her time? I guess there was a House of Corrections. Do we know when that time was served?
I do not know that.
The dates were no.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? Okay, seeing none. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
A point of information, real quick. Was the motion to deny or to accept?
To approve.
Thank you. Thank you.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Lysick.
Aye.
May.
No.
Probst.
No.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Sangstock.
Aye.
Vitale.
No.
Weigel.
No.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
No.
5 in favor, 5 opposed.
Mayor votes no.
5 in favor, 6 opposed.
Motion fails.
That is all?
Thank you, Alderman.
Do we need a motion to deny now?
We need the motion to deny?
I believe we do.
Okay.
There he is.
City Attorney can retreat.
Like to make a motion to deny.
Second.
Motion to deny, seconded by Alderman May. Any other discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Lysick.
No.
May,
Aye.
Probst,
Aye.
Ranky,
No.
Rote,
No.
Singstek,
No.
Vitale,
Aye.
Weigel,
Aye.
Barzak,
No.
Chapletsky,
Aye.
5 in favor, 5 opposed,
Mayor votes aye.
6 in favor, 5 opposed.
Motion carries. Okay, thank you. Advisory Committee, Alderman Ranky.
Mayor Devine.
I did cause a little trouble tonight.
I direct the council's attention to items number 52, 53, and 54 on tonight's agenda. We had 2 reappointments and 2 appointments. All were approved by the committee. Mayor Devine, I move in accordance with the committee's recommendation.
Second.
It's a motion and a second by Alderman Rote. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Lysick,
Aye.
May,
Aye.
Probst,
Aye.
Ranky,
Aye.
Rote,
Aye.
Singstek,
Aye.
Vitale,
Aye.
Weigel,
Aye.
Barzak,
Aye.
Chapletsky,
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That is all, Mayor Devine.
Thank you very much, Alderman Ranky. Are there any other matters relating to the affairs and government of the city which may be properly brought before the council this evening? Alderman
Mayor
Barzak.
Devine, just quickly looking at the calendar, looking in January, obviously January 1st, normally council meetings are first and third Tuesdays. Being that January 1st is New Year's Day, am I assuming that we're going to be going second and fourth?
Second.
So we're going to go on Wednesday to second?
Wednesday the 2nd.
Very good.
I was
Just-
going to make that announcement.
Oh, I
That's okay.
apologize.
That's fine.
Getting old. You are 60 now.
Actually, pretty noticeable, so.
Do we have a
Thank you, Mr.
motion
Mayor
to...
Devine.
Alderman Lysick.
I move that this council stand adjourned until our regularly scheduled meeting at 7 o'clock on December 18th.
Second?
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Singstek. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? We are adjourned.